Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lugha ya Wabantu, my website. Today, there won't be any skits. I will just be letting people know about this website. The word Lugha ya Wabantu is Kiswahili, and its translation is languages of the Bantus. However, the word Wabantu isn't really a Kiswahili word. I can say I rendered it that way so that this translation Bantus, a plural, would be possible. In this research or the purpose of this website is to raise awareness about similar words and numbers in the Bantu languages. And as you can see, we have countries in Northern Africa, Western Africa, Eastern Africa, Central Africa, and Southern Africa. Now, the countries that are highlighted in blue, you can click on them and it will lead to a link. And that is because I've been able to get translators for certain languages in that country. That doesn't mean that these other countries don't have Bantu languages. I just don't have a translator for said language of those countries. And now we'll move to Kenya, and up here is a list of some of the Bantu peoples of Kenya. I haven't yet got all of them. This is just some. And these are up here to let the people know that these are the Bantus peoples of Kenya and to also make navigation easier. So you can click on the Aembu, it will take you right there. You can click on Waluya, it will take you right there. Now, there's a total of 8 tables. I count these two as one because they are both translating animals and also a few insects. And had I kept it as one table, a person would scroll too far to the right. That would be too much. Yeah, the scrolling to the right would be too much. Now, there is a header in each table, and that has words in plural and singular, and then the translation below is the translation of the respective language. In this case, some of the words are blue, and that's because I was in the process of adding audios, but my laptop got a bit messed up, and now whenever I record an audio, there's a fan noise in the background, so the work there had to stop. But nonetheless, it will be completed. And here I acknowledge the translator by giving their name and surname, their citizenry, nationality, and the language that they speak. You can see the same for the language Gikuyu, the language that is spoken. See the name for the Aembu. And you'll notice now here there's 2 translators, and that is because there were 2 translators who are working on the project. And ideally, I can start with a minimum of 1 translator to a maximum of 3. And the more translators there are, the faster this work can be completed, and it also raises the authenticity. Now, some countries, such as Zambia and Botswana, you'll notice only have 1 language. That's not to say that there's 1 Bantu language in each of those countries. It's just that where I am, I've only been able to get a speaker of 1 of the Bantu languages of that country. For the others, I do not have, and thus I cannot just go to Google Translate and get words from there. I don't think it will be fair. It will not be authentic. And in this case, yes, it's still only 1 translator. Again, yourself, South Africa, you can see here, there's 2 translators. As I had said earlier, this work is about raising awareness about similar words and numbers in the Bantu languages. Thus, I'll open page 1 here, page 2. I'll also do page 5, and then finally page 8. And they are given those numbers because it will make navigating the various pages of the website much more easier. Alright, starting with page 1. Now you can see the first table here under Zambia has the person, people, women, children, boys, etc. And in comparison 1, you can see it's the translations or the first table that have been done. You come to comparison 2, heads, hair, eyes, those are the parts of the body. It corresponds to table 2. What's happened here now in the comparison pages that I have taken, I've created another table. Now here it's titled region, country, nation, language, word or words, and then translated words. and I've filled in the data accordingly, and then put in the translated word in an order of similarity. For example, Kiswahili, you can see the spelling of God, and the word is Mungu, and then the spellings on the other languages are quite similar, but they begin to change once you get to Southern Africa. Again, here, the word for person and people, you can see it's similar in terms of the spelling and possibly the pronunciation, but once the audios get added, you'll be able to hear that for yourself. Again, you can see the words begin to vary and change along the way, but they're still words to which it is similar. Now, this is not to say that the Bantu languages are all mutually intelligible with each other. This is just highlighting the similarities that are there. Same case, as you can see, in comparison to the parts of the body, there are similarities. You can feel free to pause the video where you want, because I'm just skimming, and I'll also add a link to the website. And then you can see the same thing, the similarities with the numbers. And yes, that is it. That is Lugha ya Wabantu. I do hope you find it interesting. Please feel free to share it with others. And also, if you want to contact me, this is my email address. For most of the translators, these translations have been done via WhatsApp. That's how we communicate. But then again, email is still a viable option. I also have a means of vetting the translator to be sure, the translator or translators to be sure that they are very fluent with the work that they're doing. And yes, that is